Now friends, let's talk about question number 11, and this is a problem based on definite integral. You have been given I1 to be 0 to 1, 1 minus x raised to the power 50 raised to the power 100 dx we have. And I2 is 0 to 1 integral we have 1 minus x raised to the power 50 raised to the power 101 dx, such that I2 is equal to alpha I1, then alpha we need to find. So more of a manipulation in this particular integrand of I2 is needed. So what we can do one thing. See, I will just show you the way we can proceed. This is somewhat like I2 can be written as 0 to 1, and this is 101. We can just write it as 100 plus 1. So the exponential property can be used here. So this is coming out to be 1 minus x raised to the power 50, and this is 1 minus x raised to the power 50 raised to the power 100, and this is dx we have. So this is coming out to be 0 to 1, and this is 1 minus x raised to the power 50 raised to the power 100 minus of 0 to 1 x raised to the power 50. This is 1 minus x raised to the power 50 whole raised to the power 100, and this is dx we have, isn't it? Now the interesting part is that this is I1. So here what we need to do, we need to integrate using by parts. So what we can do, we can just write this integrand as, say, 0 to 1. We can write x times x raised to the power 49, and this is 1 minus x raised to the power 50 raised to the power 100, and this is dx we have. Now here we can just use the concept of by parts and substitution, and we'll get the answer as two options, right? We can just equate with I2, I1 and this part, and we'll get this part as the answer, the second one. Now let us discuss question number 12. What we have been given m and m be the respectively the minimum and the maximum values of this determinant we have. Now cos square x 1 plus cos square x 1 plus sin square x sin square x sin square x, then we have sin 2x 1 plus sin 2x. Then the ordered pair m comma m. So m is the minimum value and the capital M is the maximum value. So small m minimum, capital M maximum. Now we have to find the ordered pair in this case. So what we can do, we need to do expansion here. So once you find it, so we come out with minus 2, and this is minus sin 2x, right? This is the fx part we have once you expand it. Now we need to find the maximum and the minimum value. So sin 2x, the minimum value is minus 1. What is the maximum value we have? The maximum value is 1. So that means we can substitute minus 2. If we take minus 1 here, minus minus plus, which is coming out to be minus 1 if for the minimum value, and for maximum we have minus 2, and this is minus 1, which is minus 3. So you can see here the smaller value is minus 3, that is the minimum value, and the minus 1 is the maximum. So that means second option seems to be correct one. Now friends, let's talk about question number 13. This is a problem which is based on permutation combination, and the problem states that two families with 3 members, each and one family with 4 members are to be seated in a row. In how many ways can they be seated so that the same family members are not separated? I think it's a very simple problem we have, and we can just have a look at it. So we have 2 families with 3 members. That means they can, one family, 3 members they are there, so they can arrange themselves in 3 factorial ways. Yes. Again, we can have another family with 3 members. They can arrange themselves within 3 factorial ways. Then we have 4 members in one family. They can arrange among themselves in 4 factorial ways. And also the position, if I are talking about 1, 2, 3, so they can arrange themselves, the groups can arrange themselves in 3 factorial ways. So you can see here the second option is the correct one.